Hello there, Chelsea fans. It's Up Chelsea TV, and in today's video, we're talking about Chelsea versus Ajax Champions League fixture. Chelsea ran out 5-1 winners, and for me, the starting lineup was kind of what I predicted going into the game. In the preview show, if you remember, except for the likes of Cucurella that didn't quite make it into it, I'm sure probably needs to rest because he's been exceptional all through, and games like this you need to see what Jorel Hato is all about. But the player that I was impressed with the most was Marc Guiu, because I have been calling for him to play to be given game time, and he was given game time in today's game, and he showed what he brings to the table. His pressure on the ball, especially on the back line of the opposition defense, of the Ajax defense, his pressure on the Ajax goalkeeper, making life a nightmare for the goalkeeper. And then he got his goal, brilliant goal from him, well walked from a set piece, and then I think Fofana headed the ball in his direction, and he finished it consummately. Some people might say it was luck, was a bit fortunate his finish, but I think there was some method to his finish. He touched into the ground and it went over the goalkeeper, bam, into the net. 1-0, happy days. Then you had Enzo Fernández brought down, rightly so, a penalty was given. He converted the penalty, and then next thing we know, Tosin goes there and commits a penalty himself and brings down Vegas, and Vegas goes on to score. So that makes it 2-1, and then we go on to you thinking that's where the drama ends? No. Bass, I think the Ajax defender, goes on to bring down what's his face in the 18-yard box. That's why Willian 18-yard box. And Enzo Fernández was being nice. He gave the opportunity to Estêvão Willian to take the penalty, and he took the penalty and converted consummately. It was a very well taken penalty. And then the goals kept coming. We got goals from Tyrique George, excellently finished goal. Top marks to him for that one. So overall, the game ended 5-1. So top performance from Chelsea, I'd say. But there were moments where you were looking at it and saying, "Wow, what's going on this pitch? Are Chelsea going to allow Ajax to get back into the game?" But afterwards, from the 60th minute or so, 65 minutes, it then just turned to attack versus defense. Ajax just decided to defend. Probably were looking and hoping not to concede more than 5 goals. So Chelsea really put them under severe pressure. And I'll say Tyrique George was another player that impressed me. His goal aside, at some point he started playing wide on the left, wide on the right, wide. Estêvão Willian, I don't know, was he playing some sort of false 90 position, but he was playing more central anyways. And I would say Bino Gittins, this was his best game. In my opinion, this was the best game I've seen him play. Thankfully, he's coming into his own. Top marks to him for a very good performance. And he didn't get to score. I saw he was a bit desperate to get a goal. And of course, in a game like this where everyone is scoring, he wants to, get in on the act. So, but overall, the cross into the box, willingness to take on his man, which was one thing that I've been calling out for. I said, Gittins, you've got the pace, you've got the skill. Why are you looking so scared when you come up 1v1 versus your fullback? Or when the moment you see that the player has his teammates close to you or trying to double up on you, you become so scared. But today, he had a very good performance today. Long may it continue. Sometimes when you're critical about players, people think, "Oh, you hate this player. Oh, you have an agenda." Well, agenda is for kids. So I'm here. I call it as I see it. I may be right, I may be wrong, but I call it as I say it. I call it from my own perspective. So he played very well today. So top marks to him. Reggie Walsh came on for, I think, his Champions League debut. So good on him. Although I was secretly hoping that Kavuma McQueen got in to play today and get some minutes under his belt, but he didn't get to play. But fair play is good enough that he's on the bench, getting used to this Champions League nights with the first team. So top marks to Maresca for giving these players the opportunity, especially Reggie Walsh that came off the bench to have some minutes. And as well, 33 players from the academy were registered in Chelsea's Team B. So that means you're going to have a rotation of academy players that will be mixed up. And I'm sure you see a lot more of them in that Carabao game. I think Kavuma McQueen may get to play in that game. So, Justify, tell me some opinions on this game. You happy with the performance? Is there any player look and say, he didn't perform really well? For me, I think overall everyone played well, and I like the fact that Maresca got to rest some players. Marc Guiu took him off, although at the heat of the moment, I was like, why are you taking him off? But after a couple of minutes, I realized, come on, you don't want him to get injured again. You took him off, so fair play in that regard. Caicedo was taken off. Josh Archiampong came on to play in midfield. I just hope this is something you're just trying to, do a stopgap type of thing, and not something that you're thinking that Josh Archiampong will be someone who will hear those Enzo Maresca famous lines, which is like, okay, I've always seen him as a midfielder, as a 6. I hope we don't get to hear that, but credit to Josh Archiampong. He played that position very well, consummately, although he held onto the ball a tad too long in moments, but overall he played very well in my opinion. So those are my thoughts, opinions on the game. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Smash the like button, smash the subscription button as well, and I'll see you on the next video. Stay well.